Time now for another CSI Dairy Mystery on Dairyline Radio.
We continue to investigate the mystery of milk fat depression and healthy cows with Elliot Block, Senior Manager of Technology at Arm & Hammer Animal Nutrition. Last week, we told you about Gary, a dairy producer who Elliot has worked with for 10 years. Gary could not figure out why the butterfat levels from his healthy cows continue to fall. Elliot put his investigation cap on, headed to the farm. He reviewed the records, walked the pens, and inspected the ration, but still was stumped.
And it was a fairly low-fat test for this herd. So on my follow-up visit, I wasn't surprised to hear that, hey, nothing's happened.
Just to be safe, Elliot took a new ration sample and submitted it for DCAT analysis.
The DCAT analysis showed basically his potassium levels were a bit lower than I'd like to see, and more importantly, I think his forage chloride levels were out of sight. And chloride is a pretty bad actor once you get high levels. It'll reduce feed intake, will reduce milk production a little bit, but you may not notice it over time. But it can have a negative effect, or at least empirically have a negative effect on milk fat production.
Elliot said the DCAT analysis showed high levels of chloride in the diet. Chloride is one of two anions that lower DCAT levels. He says a positive DCAT of plus 35 to 45 is important for lactating diets to keep her from developing not acidosis in the rumen, but acidosis in the blood. Also, new research is showing that potassium could help increase milk fat production.
It was very curious because I couldn't connect in biology how potassium is related to milk fat. So we conducted a trial at Washington State University and found with just potassium, we only used that DCAT Plus product, and raised milk fat from a high level. These were early lactating cows producing 90 plus pounds of milk, from a 3.9 to a 4.1% milk fat. And that was pretty incredible.
Further research showed that when they raised the potassium, they reduced the negative effects of having a lot of free fatty acids in the rumen.
And lo and behold, you throw in some DCAT Plus, you throw in some potassium carbonate, and milk fat tests almost, I won't guarantee 100%, but almost always goes up.
It wasn't too long after that Elliot started to see results in Gary's cows.
Oh, yeah. It just took 7 to 10 days, and his fat test just jumped up almost by half a point.
Another mystery solved by feeding a high-quality potassium carbonate source to boost ration DCAT to just over plus 35.
You know, just in general, I find the whole concept fascinating. It's a relatively new concept. We don't know all the answers. I mean, we don't even know exactly why it's working, but we're going to continue working on figuring that one out. But the bottom line for the farmer is that it works.
This cow-side investigation into the mystery of milk fat